Question 24. A cinema has 400 seats. A film is shown at 5 p.m. and at 7 p.m. with two types of tickets available, adult and child. At the 5 p.m. showing of the film, the ratio of tickets sold to adults to tickets sold to children is 5 to 3. So adults to children is 5 to 3. 150 tickets are sold to children. At the 7 p.m. showing of the film, the number of adult tickets sold is 15% less than at 5 p.m. The number of child tickets sold is 10% more than at 5 p.m. Show that at the 7 p.m. showing more than 3/4 of the seats are used. So there are a lot of information here, a lot of text, so lots to go through. So let's kind of go back and unwrap this. A cinema has 400 seats, so let's highlight that. A film is shown at 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. with two types of tickets, adult and child. So at the 5 p.m. showing, so we're looking at 5 p.m. The ratio of tickets sold to adults to tickets sold to children is 5 to 3. So I'm going to rewrite this. Adults is 5 and children is 3. And I'm going to draw my boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 100 tickets are sold to children. So 120 are for children. So it's this one here, 120. So automatically you might be thinking, what is in one box? So that's going to be 120 divided by 3. That gives me 12 divided by 3 is 4. So that's 40. So each box is now worth 40. So I can fill this in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes there. So we can work the totals out here if we need to. At the 7 p.m. showing of the film, the number of adult tickets sold is 15% less than 5 p.m. So we do need to work this out. So what do we have at 5 p.m.? 40, 80, 120, 160, 200. So this is 200. So the number of adult tickets sold is 15% less than at 5 p.m. So we need to work out 15% less. So this 200% represents 100%. So 100% equals 200. And I want to get 15%, so I'm going to go to 10% first. Divide by 10. And then the same thing on the other side. Divide by 10 gives me 20. Then I need to get to 5%. So I need to divide by 2. Same thing here, divide by 2. 20 divided by 2 gives me 10. So 15% now is going to be 10% plus 5%, that gives me 30. 20 plus 10 gives me 30. So the number of adult tickets sold is 15% less than at 5 p.m. So 15% less, so I need to take that away now. 200 take away 30 gives me 170. So that's my adult tickets. The number of child tickets sold is 10% more than at 5 p.m. So here children is 40, 80, 120. So it's 10% more. So 100% equals 120. 10% is going to be divided by 10. And then same here. Divide by 10, that gives me 12. So I add this on, so I've got 120 plus 12 gives me 132. So the number of child tickets sold is 10% more than at 5 p.m. So this is at 7 p.m. So I've got that. show that the 7 p.m. show that at the 7 p.m. showing, more than 3/4 of the seats are used. So more than 3/4 of the seats are used. So my total seats is 400. So what's 3/4 of 400? So I've got 3/4 times by 400. Okay, so that's the same as 400 divided by 4. 400 divided by 4 is 100, so 300 times 100 gives me 300. So show that at the 7 p.m. showing, more than 3/4 of the seats are used. So I need to show that more than 300 seats. So I've got 132 plus 170, which is 2 plus 0 is 2, 7 plus 3 is 10, and carry the 1, so you've got 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 300. So 302 is greater than 300. Show that the 7 p.m. showing more than 3/4 of the seats are used. So just to kind of highlight, why have I suddenly introduced an inequality sign? Show that at the 7 p.m. showing, more than 3% of the seats. So this more than is where I kind of got the introduce the inequality, but you don't need to introduce the inequality. You can just say 302 is greater than 300. Okay, so you don't need to introduce a new sign. You can just have that sentence in there. You're just showing that, because that's what the question is saying. Show that. And that's exactly what we've done.